I think it's an opportunity for us to look at everything we do. It's hard to evaluate going into a new season what to change. You come back and obviously things are different. It gives us an opportunity to look at the top level defensively. How do we want to play? How do we want to attack? Where do we need to grow and improve? And that's really, for me, the big theme is that we have an opportunity here to look closely at ourselves and how we can improve and not make excuses. There's plenty of excuses, but they don't get you anywhere unless you really look in the mirror and figure out what you learned from them, how you can get better.
As the summer approaches and the Nets reflect on an up and down year, head coach Steve Nash and general manager Sean Marks look forward to building a stronger roster for next season.
This is a huge summer for our young guys. I think they all got a taste of the NBA this year. I think they all proved that they can play in this league, but it's really important for them to double down this summer, make sure they get every inch out of this extra time to put themselves in a position to come into camp and earn minutes and prove that they're rotation players. So opportunities abound, and I think we've been very clear with them about the opportunities and what's at stake here and how important this summer is for them.
What's up? He's got some flair for you. You got a layup.
I think Kevin Durant is our best player development coach. I can imagine when I was a 19, 20-year-old kid, having the opportunity to, play alongside or shoot in the same drill as a guy like Kevin or Kai, and you see that they go at game speed, and you see how they want to master their craft. Having that competitive edge that they come in with on a nightly basis. I think that's something we all take and learn from, in terms of that culture, that how it perhaps has changed.
Durant, special delivery!
We know, several members of our team who we have coming back. So now it's the pieces, okay, well, who fits with whom? Whether it's in the free agent class, the draft class, or our current guys bringing them back here, and how they fit with what Steve wants to put out on the court and the system that he's going to run. You have to play the cards you're dealt. Brooklyn is an attractive place for star players to come. It's a big market. You just never know what's around the corner, and come July, things could look quite different, or things could look, a little bit similar. What I can tell you that will look different is how we approach it and the processes that are involved here. Some of the players obviously will look different, it always does, but how we approach and who we bring in here, the characteristics of the players, that will probably change.
Electric, it was a good game for us, man. Much needed win. Got us that slide. It feels good. Hello, Brooklyn.
As it pertains to Ben moving forward, just do you see him as the point guard for this team or as a four? And how does that kind of influence your offseason?
I think he plays both. I think the game's become pretty positionless. I think his assets on the floor are varied, so I think he's going to handle the ball, initiate offense, and particularly in transition, he's an incredible playmaker. He's just such a well-rounded and versatile athlete. I think it would be limiting to say, hey, you got to handle the ball all the time. You have to facilitate the offense all the time. I think that's what's special about him is the varied skills he brings to the table. For me, it's playing to his strengths, which are varied, and all those things are a part of it.
We all did. We saw how he was trying to get back out there. To be honest, I've got to admire that. When a guy tries to do 3-on-3, 5-on-5, and then you go turn around and get an MRI and you see that the disc herniation's gotten worse. When we see Ben healthy on the court, this team looks quite different. The versatility of what Ben gives us, whether he plays the 1 and guards the 5, it's quite unusual. That's exciting for our coaches to have to try and figure that one out.
What will be the process like fully getting him integrated into the Brooklyn culture?
We need to get him immersed in here, back on the court, as soon as possible. We're not going to push him, we're not going to rush it back, but it's about supporting him and making sure we have the right people around him and welcome him into our family. We really haven't had a chance to really do that because it's been so busy in the season. Him having a chance to be around his teammates, will certainly help, that team chemistry and camaraderie.
You guys were able to have fans back in the building for the full season this year. How important was it for the organization to reconnect with the fan base in that way and get that support through the year?
We've been here 6 years, and to see sort of where it's come and to see it continue to grow and to see a fan base that continues to grow. I mean, not only in Barclays, but our group travels pretty well. I think this was the first year I've mentioned it before, I'd ever been to MSG and heard a Brooklyn chant in MSG. I mean, we've heard it, on the road, and that's a credit to our fan base.
Thomas, 16 points. He's been huge in the fourth. On the Aldridge screen, the pull-up. Yes, sir! Are you kidding me, Cam Thomas? Section 217 is lit.
It's our job to give the fans something they can be certainly proud of.
I think it's been plenty of motivation to take a deep look at what we do. We've definitely experienced more than the average group. So how can we use that to our advantage going forward? We can get better in so many ways that were unforeseen.
Hey, you guys were rewarded for all the work you put in recently, all right?
I think it's important for us to take the opportunity to grow and to look deeply at what we do and what really matters to us. Really looking at not only the decisions we made, the things we went through, but how we want to, go through our processes next year through disappointment as a gift and an opportunity. And I think that's the approach we have to have.